Hey, what's going on, history students? Thanks for tuning in to the second screencast. This screencast is on navigating tools throughout your site. Right now, you should be at a screen that looks like this, showing your URL or your Weebly website. And if you're not, then you need to check out the first screencast, how to create a Weebly website. So everyone, if you could please hit edit site for me so we can enter into the site and see what we are looking at. Right. Once you click edit site, a screen will pop up very similar to mine. At the top you see 4 different tabs. It says build, design, pages, and setting. Right now I'm under the build tab, and that's where you're going to spend about 95% of your time on Weebly within the build website. So as you see, if you scroll over from left to right, the actual on the right hand side is the actual layout of your website. On the left hand side, kind of think of all these tools over here as like a home page. So let's go through these tools over here on the left hand side to help you better understand what you and how to use them. Excuse me. Right here under basic, you have a title. Use that. You might want to simply just drag your title into the actual website. And so with the title, you can do add my title here. When you figure out what you want to do and what you want to say, you'll drag it here onto the web page, and so it looks something like this. I'm trying to get that out of the way. Add my title here. And if you're not satisfied with that or anything on your site, it's an easy way. You can click the X button and delete it just like that. I'm not feeling that, so same thing with this. So you want to add text. I would drag this onto my website, and then I would start typing add text here. And what we're adding to our site is information based on our sources. So the same thing with like an image and a text. I want just an image. I want to have a photo gallery because I found a lot of primary sources that I think are really key to helping people understand my topic. I want to add a slideshow because it's a more interesting way to spice up my website. I want to add a map so it's connected to Google. We can like pinpoint different locations. If we scroll down under structure, with structure we have a divider, columns, search box, and button. With the divider is pretty cool because say you have information that you need to divide, you don't want things to be all jumbled up. So what a divider does is just adds like a invisible space to separate things, to separate your content. Alright, so that's what a divider can do for your project. Columns, if you add columns, so right now in our picture we have 2 columns, but you can add 3 columns, 4. You can add as many as you may need, and so you can then, after you add columns, you can then drag in different media. Say I want to add an image into this column, I would drag an image here, or if I want to add an image and text, I would drag image and text here. But that's what a column outline can do for you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the column. Under the structure, search box, pretty cool. Just like with any website, we actually have a search box here at the top. You can add a search box to your website. So if not sure why you would need that at the moment, but some websites, that's a creative thing that they may do, have a search box. I want to search a keyword or search a person, because I have several people that my within a civil rights movement. I'm not sure, but there are different creative ways that you can use a search box. The button right here is pretty cool because if you add a button to your website, when you publish it, viewers that actually show up to your website are able to click the button on your website. So your button may say something like enter site here, or yeah, it may say something like enter site here, and then you can link the button. You can link to where you want people to go on your site. So I'll teach you guys how to do that in the next couple of screencasts, like how to use a button. It's called a landing page. Alright, With media, pretty self-explanatory. This makes websites very unique. With media, we have HD videos that you can put on your website, in which there is a limit. We have audio files you can put if you have like a speech excerpt or a recording, different music you might want to put on your website. Flash, like if your website you want a built-in flash, like something similar to a slideshow but requires more movement, then you might have like a flash setup on your website. With files, you can upload different documents that you may have found, like, or PDF files. Say you have an actual law, or you have different primary sources from the Library of Congress or DocsTeach. That would be great to upload files there. Under more gets into a little bit tricky because one thing right here, the embedded code. So within a website there's something called HTML language. If you're great at that, you can like have your own coding. So you can use embedded code to do things like scroll letters across and do other cool things that I'm not really sure how to do, but you can look it up. Block quote, sometimes you want to have a quote on your page but you want to like make it fancy. The block quote feature allows you to do that, and we're not going to worry about the feed reader. That's like an opportunity to share, so we're not going to worry so much about that. Right here at the top is just a quick way to access what you need. So this is more, this is media, this is structure, and this is the basics. Alright, under design, that's when we're going to get into choosing a theme, which is screencast number 5. So once we get to screencast number 5, we're going to come back to design and change the theme. Alright, and with the theme, when we change the theme, we can change the different fonts and colors, and there are hundreds of themes that you can choose from. Alright, pages is going to be a great page, and something that we're going to spend a lot of time with as well. That's screencast number 5, how to add pages and sub-pages. So on your website, every time you want to enter new information, you're going to have to enter into another page. And so the Weebly makes it easy to do this just by adding a page and a sub-page. And I'll get into that more a little bit later. The settings tabs. The settings tabs is something that we use when we want to save our work and when we want to publish our work. When we're finished with the website and we're ready to publish it, then we're going to come back to the settings tabs. That's a quick overview of just the tools within the Weebly site and everything it has to offer. Alright, I'm going to get into it in more detail with other screencasts, but for right now, the next screencast we're going to look into how to save and publish our work. Alright.